And a very good day or good evening to all my viewers out there. We are here in Old Montreal. This is McGill Street, this one going from north to south. And this one here, which I'm about to go on to, is Rue St. Paul, which goes east to west or west to east, depending on where you're going, where you're coming from. And tonight I'm going to do a little bit of a walking video here through Old Montreal. And as my viewers know out there, I'm trying to focus on more daytime videos, but while I'm filming at night, might as well do some videos that are well lit up. And by that I mean, you know, videos that from time to time have a little bit of illumination in them, lighting, such as this one here. And you can see they've started to put the Christmas decorations up. Right now it's Sunday, December the 2nd, 2018, and it's about 10:32 p.m. here. And again, this is Rue St. Paul, or St. Paul Street in Old Montreal. And I'm going to be walking east, showing you an older part of town, much older to be precise. And you know, you'd think around this time of year there'd be a bit of snow, and there was, but unfortunately we had some rain lately as well, as you can tell by the ground. And not only that, but some mild temperatures. I say it's about 2-3 degrees. So any of that snow that we did have has washed away. And whether or not we're going to have a white Christmas, well, we'll just have to wait and see. But for now, though, it's a nice night to do a walking video, and a nice part of town to do it as well. So you're going to see some old buildings tonight that have somewhat been modernized, such as this one here, where they put a salon, hair salon. But look at these authentic old archways here, entranceways. And this street here, St. Paul, by the way, is one of the oldest streets in Montreal, if not the oldest. And look at this building here. And I say it's about 2 to 3, maybe even 4 degrees right now outside as we walk around here. And one of my favorite features of Old Montreal are these streetlights, these authentic streetlights. The only thing that's missing is an authentic gas light inside of them. And you got to understand, a lot of these buildings here in the original state that they were in, you know, in the 1700s, 1800s. As we head head east, then we'll be heading north later on. As I mentioned, a lot of Christmas decorations are up now. And if you were to head south of here, you'd get to the river, the St. Lawrence River. So if you like old elevators like I do, and I know a lot of my fellow YouTubers do as well, the time to check that out is during the daytime, because unfortunately at nighttime and weekends they're not really open. But if you ever get the chance, a lot of these buildings have some very old elevators in them. And you can see in modern times what they've done with the lighting here is put this style of lighting that illuminates the entire buildings. Kind of gives you the details and the features. Shows you them even at nighttime. Yeah, the way those spotlights are set up. Look at that building inside. So again, I don't really know where I'm going to end the video, but we'll do some nice walking tonight. Hopefully give you an idea what Old Montreal's like. You know, I did a couple of videos around here, but never, you know, really any long ones where I've walked around for a long amount of time. And I'm going to be doing one once the snow comes as well, especially with these Christmas lights that are up now. And now this is St. Nicholas Street. And this is where we begin to see the authentic cobblestone. I'm trying to show you here. There's the cobblestone, the original cobblestone that the streets were lined with when the city was in its infancy. So now we're going to continue heading east here, and we'll cross over on the other side. You know, I'm going to go back and forth here so you can see different vantage points, different perspectives. A lot of art galleries here. A lot of high-end shops, unfortunately. But the good news is they've left much of this area in its original, I guess you can say, original architecture. So now we'll continue down here on what is this coming up here? Saint Francis of Xavier. Now I'll try to go into an alleyway or two as well while I'm walking around. Give you an idea what the alleyways are like. And as we get deeper into Montreal, you're going to see more of those cobblestone streets. Very reminiscent of Quebec City. If you've ever been to Quebec City, old Quebec definitely has that similar look to it. And I'll keep walking down St. Paul Street because I think it's kind of the street that's in the heart of old Montreal. You know? All those old doorknobs there. Like I said, a lot of stuff here is authentic. And I will, for sure, like I said, once the snow comes, give you a snow version of this video. And of course a daytime version as well. And this is Place Royale, right here, the street coming up. And I believe there's also a structure here, a nice old building. Very nice Christmas displays at this time of year in this area. But yeah, look at this here, this sign here has all the street names and locations of interest. Museum de Chateau Ramsey, Notre Dame Basilica, Place d'Armes Metro Station, and Place de Jacques Cartier. All in this area. And it says here, the first public square of Montreal, 1657. La Place du Marché. So this was, there you go, give you a little light. So this was a public market at one point. So 1676. This gives you an idea how old some of these buildings are, and specifically this area of town. As we continue our walk here, and right down there is the old Port of Montreal. Right there, you can kind of see it. Maybe I may or may not go on that street, because I want to try to keep this video focused on, I guess you could say, the heart of old Montreal, rather than by the water. But we shall see, we shall see. Trying to fix my keys here. I know they're a little bit annoying. There we go. And as I've often said in my nighttime videos, sometimes it's nice to see a daytime version of a video and a nighttime version of a video, because it gives you a different perspective. And we're going to continue here heading east. And we'll probably turn north soon enough. Again, some nice old style lights. Authentic lights. Fits right in with the architecture of the buildings. And where I'm coming up to now looks like it's a little bit more illuminated. And this street here is Saint Sulpice, S-U-L-P-I-C-E, Saint Sulpice. You can kind of see here a little bit more those cobblestones. And by the way, that building right there in the distance is, I think, one of the first skyscrapers of Montreal. Again, a lot of these buildings have been turned into office buildings, lofts, condos, commercial buildings. Again, love to see some elevators in these places. Well, nothing really special about that piece of art. You know, it's incredible. Some of these paintings, I mean, you're just basically taking buckets or bottles of paint and just throwing it on a canvas. But anyways, I'll save that discussion for another day. Another old building here. Again, those archways, those columns, very beautiful indeed. And as I mentioned in other videos, you know, specifically of this area, it's really nice that they maintain the original look and the original decor of Old Montreal. And hopefully it will stay that way because it gives you kind of a snapshot to the past. This is Rue Maureen. Oh yeah, there's an alleyway that I filmed once. You can't really see it because it's nighttime, but really beautiful old style alleyway. Probably the nicest alleyway in the city in terms of authenticity of the 1700s. I'll cross over here again, and it looks like they're doing some construction here as well. But we'll continue anyways. Carry on. What's this say here? Residence Thompson something. Again, you know, a lot of these buildings or residents, businesses, all kinds of different things in the past. And here we're on a main street right now, which I don't know what it is because there's no sign. Oh, right over there, Saint Laurent. Of course, Saint Laurent Boulevard. Another north to south main street in Montreal. And gee, you know, they're digging this area up here. I wonder what they found here when they dug. I mean, these streets are hundreds of years old. I'd be fascinating to see what's buried under there. Anyway, so yeah, we'll go through here. Obviously necessary construction going on. Modern day sewers, but again, I mean, if you dig deep enough, who knows what's there. I know they did some work on a building back where my video started. They were doing some renovations and they dug into the ground and they found all kinds of artifacts from 1600s, even earlier. Native artifacts, European dishes, coins. Very fascinating. And I'm sure you dig anywhere around here. I mean, there's probably anywhere you dig here, you're gonna find something. I mean, you know, they haven't dug this whole area up. There's maybe 2% of this area that they dug up, whether it's for sewage work or building renovations. But I mean, even here, like if you were to just dig here on the street, you'd probably find something of interest. There's a public toilet there, which I eventually want to do a video of. Very fascinating. Cleans itself. I'll save that for another day. And yeah, we'll continue our trek east. Smells good here, probably because it's a chocolate shop. So we're coming up now to the bigger buildings. Marché Bon Secours, the Basilica. So what I'm gonna probably do, maybe I'll go onto a different street, because I mean it's all construction here and it kind of obstructs the originality of things. But this is where I'm gonna head, probably north. Actually, we can't head north because this entire street is closed. What is this here? They have like a tent or something over this. Let's go check it out anyways. As I always say, my channel is about different things. What I assume that is probably to keep the construction materials dry. Well, yeah, I kind of got excited there for a second. I thought it was some kind of archaeology dig going on, but just for construction. Anyways, I'll have to stay on this street. Some construction vehicles for all you excavator fans out there. As I say, I try to please everybody. Sometimes when I'm doing these walking videos, you get to see different things, not just one theme. Often multiple themes overlap in my walks that I do. So I'm going to wrap her up here in a minute. I'll show you this old stairway quickly. Look at this authentic stone stairway here. Look at that, huh? Very cool, very cool. Another old area to show you. So here we are. This is, I think, Place Cartier, if I'm not mistaken. This is the main square of Old Montreal. Look at this, here we are. And we'll wrap her up here. Very appropriate place to wrap up our video. And there's that grand rule, or grand Ferris wheel, that I filmed the other month or a week. And I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll walk north and we'll head up the street here. And we'll wrap it up with that Christmas tree. No pun intended. And while I'm here, I'll show you these beautiful buildings here. Originality. This was the heart of Old Montreal. The the early city at one point. That's where it all began. And right there, that beautiful, majestic building is City Hall, or Hotel de Ville. So we'll wrap her up here, which will be Notre Dame Street. And hopefully you enjoyed that little walk. Like I said, I mean, I gotta do more daytime videos, but when I finish work and whatnot, it's usually nighttime. The sun sets, what, 4:30 now? And weekends, well, if I'm not doing errands and laundry and cleaning, all that stuff, well, I try my best to get out and film. And we'll go to this Christmas tree down here, why not? We'll wrap it up there. I was going to wrap it up just before the tree, but might as well wrap it up at the tree. Give you a nice view facing south, by the way, and the horizon. Good to go. And this is a water fountain, and during the summertime, and they convert it to a Christmas tree in the winter, which is a common theme, by the way. They'd also do it in, I think it's the Eaton Center. Talk about originality with a modern touch. These are those old style lights that I was filming with some LED lights in there. And there we go. Perfect way to end the video. Nice view of this Christmas tree. I like the white, but you know, they should add a little color to this. This is my humble opinion. Alright, have a good night everybody. Hope you enjoyed that walking video. And as always, more videos to come. Alright, see y'all soon.